Hey guys, welcome back. It's been a while since we sat together and made a little sketchbook session, and I feel like I am starting these videos with the exact same sentence every time, but let's be real, it's been months since I made another video, and yeah, I have a lot of reasons why that is. And before I get to the topic, which is art school, I just want to say that I have barely made any personal art in the past months, and I will elaborate on that later. But I feel like I completely abandoned my sketchbook. It's just, as you've seen in the beginning of the video, I just tend to do other stuff instead of like working on my little character sketchbook, simply because I also kind of drifted away from doing character art. I want to revise that, however, but currently it's a little harder for me, so I think the sketchbook sessions that are coming in the future will be more like just like this, more sketch, like actual sketch focused instead of painting. So yeah, I hope you enjoy this little twist in videography for this episode. It's also not that aesthetic as I usually keep these videos because I am filming at night and pencil is reflective and sometimes what I'm doing is hard to see. I hope you can look over that and just let me know what you think of me sketching in these videos instead of painting. But yeah, I want to talk about art school. In my last video, I discussed my hopes and fears about art school, and today I will talk about what art school life is like, or to be exact, what graphic design school is like, because there is a difference between design and studying art. That's a topic I do not want to discuss thoroughly today, only briefly. So yeah, I started studying graphic design in September and I was so fucking scared. Like literally 2 weeks before my studies started, I lived in absolute agony due to being in a constant state of panic. Yippee. And none of my anxieties really came true, which also is a little bit of a lie, but I will get to that a little later. One of my biggest worries were that the design school is quite strict, and that might be the case, but if you show that you want to participate in the classes and are generally well behaved, you can do whatever you want, and it's very, very relaxed actually for those students who are there with a passion. And another worry of me was my classmates, because on my entry exam I had a few very uncomfortable contacts with some people. And if you're interested in like all of that stuff, I will link my previous video in the iCard above so you can catch up if you want. I was scared that those students will be in my class as well, and I'm already laughing. None of those people who were weird and rude at the entry exam actually passed it. So none of those people actually are in my class, which I am honestly very glad about. Like when I went to the class the first time and I saw none of them were there, I was so happy. I'm sorry. All of the other worries, I haven't looked them up again, but none of them were really true, and I am having a blast at design school. The people are absolutely lovely, especially the ones I bonded with. We are very neurodivergent, and that makes me feel less alone and very supported. All of them are extremely lovely. Guys, I love you so much. Like, really, you guys are a blessing to me. I made amazing friends there, and I am so, yeah, I'm just so much happier being in design school and being able to create 24/7. It's like really a blast. I am very, very grateful that I am given this opportunity to become a graphic designer or to like expand my creative horizon, because if you follow my art, you know that before I never really did a lot of graphic design and typography stuff. So it's very interesting to learn a new field in art that I haven't explored yet. And it's very, it's widening my consciousness. I worded it very spiritually, but I think you understand what I mean. And I am just doing so much better. However, the first month of design school was absolutely horrific because I think I mentioned it in my previous video. I need to commute to my design school, and I need to go by train, and in Germany that is like the most normal thing ever, but it's a little bit chaotic sometimes. And with my agoraphobia, going by train and public transport in general was difficult, and it still is sometimes. But due to the whole new everyday life and new people and new area and everything new, my mental health declined immensely during the first weeks of design school. So bad that I actually considered going inpatient, which wasn't that nice. Like I really thought that I need to quit the studies due to my mental health, because my agoraphobia got so bad due to the whole commuting situation that I developed emetophobia, so the fear of just randomly throwing up. And that got so bad that I restricted my food intake. And you can guess how that spiraled. And yeah, that was horrible. It was a horrible experience. It was a horrible 4 weeks. But then it randomly stopped. It didn't stop randomly, to be exact, but I just took a day off. Or was it a day off? I think it was a Friday, actually. I have the amazing benefit that I only work 4 days a week, which means Fridays are actually free for me, which is very nice. I think it was a Friday where I took a special cigarette, if you will, and went out in the woods and just meditated, and then I went home again, and my emetophobia was just, it dialed down. It's still there to this day, but it's much more manageable and I can eat again. So that happened, and yeah, overall, since then I am doing much better, as already mentioned. But yeah, there is a big elephant in the room, however, and it is that while I am being much more creative in general, and I'm doing so much more, and I'm finishing projects every week, I feel like I am split in a way, if that makes sense. Like it's extremely satisfying to be creative every day and work on projects every day, but it's also very unsatisfying. And let me explain. So I am studying graphic design, and I feel like my creative self kinda split into the artist me and the designer me. And the artist me is the one that I am broadcasting on social media. And the designer me is the one that is currently being developed for private job reasons. And that side of me is getting a lot of attention currently, because obviously I'm studying graphic design and that is the job that I want to do in the future. But I used to spend so much time on the artist me, and that's the one that I'm broadcasting and that is reaching out to people. And I feel like even though I'm doing so much more projects for the designer self of me, it doesn't feel like I'm actually doing stuff, because I am so used to showcasing my projects with my artist me that I feel like I am not doing anything anymore. And logically, that's not the case, because I am doing so many projects. Like, it's insane. Like, I never thought that I will be creative this much, like every day doing stuff. But it feels hollow because I am not showcasing it to the world, and it's not what I would do privately. So I am in a very weird position right now where I put all of my creativity in my future job, basically, that I have a little creativity left for actual art, that I feel like I am not doing anything, because art, the artist self of me, is all I've been identifying with so far. And while the designer me is still in development, I do not identify with it so much yet, that it's just like I'm doing so much, but it feels like I'm doing nothing. I hope I worded that correctly, or it's you can understand what I mean. And due to this, I have barely any energy or time left for my actual art, which I feel like is overall a little issue or problem that a lot of artists face when they are studying in the creative field. Like, you're doing so much more, but you're not doing like your private stuff that is your true passion in art, that you kind of burn out about your private stuff, if that makes sense. As much as I love going to art school, it's still extremely draining because I still have no time or no energy to work on my private stuff. I am just noticing that a lot recently, which sucks, but it's also like okay, because I know if I am struggling with that feeling the next 3 years, I will have the opportunity to work in a job that fulfills me and keeps me relatively healthy, if that makes sense. Going to art school is both very satisfying, very fulfilling, but also very draining if it's not like 100% the stuff you are doing privately. And it will never be the case that you are going to do exactly what you're doing privately. So you're always risking to run into art block, and that's the case for me. I am a little bit art blocked right now, and I am only slowly coming out of it now with the with spring arriving. Yeah, I hope I will be able to showcase the stuff that I'm doing in design school. I don't know, but I want to showcase what I'm doing in design school and what I'm learning, because I am learning a lot and I'm benefiting so much from all of the stuff I am now exploring. Like, it's very, as just said, it's very satisfying to learn a part of creative working that I haven't explored myself yet. And I've never done typography or typographics, and now I'm just thrown into it. And it's very overwhelming, but in a good way. Like, I bring all of the skills I need to do this. Like, I know color theory, I know dynamics, and all of the stuff that I learned in painting and drawing. And now I am applying all of my knowledge into a field that I've never explored before, and that's very fun. It brings me a creative spark that I kinda lost the past years. And I'm having so many ideas for projects, for private projects, but I feel like I have so little time because my studies take up so much energy and time that I have little time left for private projects. And I also know that that is only a feeling because I applied for 4 exhibits this year, and that's a lot. Like, last year I have done 2, and now I will hopefully participate if they accept me, obviously. And then one of them I am also like organizing, which means I study art or design. I do my funny little social media shenanigans. I am organizing an art gallery, while also just living life with my friends and all of my other hobbies. And I just feel like I am doing so much better than I did the past years. But I feel like I am also not doing enough, because I see there's so much creative potential in me, and I feel like I do not have the time to use that. And yeah, like one example is that I am currently planning to kickstart my jewelry brand, which it's all very conceptual right now still, but that's a topic I want to work on this year. I think I also said that in my goals for 2026 video. But yeah, the whole jewelry stuff is slowly rolling on. And life is quite okay right now, but also very explosive when it isn't. I feel like I am currently experiencing the full range of human emotion, both good and bad, and it's very exhausting. And it started since I'm going to design school, and yeah, I don't know if I have anything more to say. I feel like I'm just digressing today, so I am extremely sorry if I just baffled around topics you didn't care about. But isn't that the core of my sketchbook session? I don't know. I hope you like the little sketches. I did a third sketch spontaneously of my character Liv, because I felt like the footage I took of the sketches of Robin weren't enough, and I don't know how long this video will be in the end, so I just made another sketch. Also because the first sketch I did of Robin I felt like it was extremely ugly, so I had to make another one. Yeah, those are the little sketches I made in this video. I may be painting one of them in a future video, I don't know. Yeah, I hope you enjoyed this little video. I'm sorry for being so disorganized today. There are a lot of videos planned for the future. I am planning to make a video on diamond painting. I want to absolutely hate on Procreate as an app. I want to actually showcase the portfolio that I used to apply for a graphic design school. That will be a German video, however. But I also recently finished another piece of my work in progress stash that was laying there for multiple years. There is a lot to come, because I need to tell myself I am doing enough. I am doing a lot of stuff. It just feels less because my standards are rising quicker than my abilities that I currently have. There is a lot to come. I hope you are excited for that, and if not, it's okay as well. But yeah, I hope you have an amazing start into spring. And yeah, stay safe, stay clean, and of course, stay hydrated. Until next time, goodbye.